Hello and welcome to Icelandic Formula Offroad. This time around we are in Egilsstadir. It's a 650-kilometer drive from the capital of Iceland, Reykjavik. In Egilsstadir there was a two-day event, third and fourth round of the championship. 22 cars entered, and today we follow the action from the Saturday, the third round of the Icelandic championship. Now, leading up to this, Skúli Kristjánsson led the Icelandic championship with 40 points. Gerard Grímsson was second and Þór Þormar Pálsson third. Ingvar Jóhannesson sitting in fourth and Guðlaugur Helgason fifth, with Atli Emil Ásgeirsson in sixth. With so many cars, we go straight to the action, and this is track number one. Let's kick it up with Bjarki Reynisson driving the animal. Good to see Bjarki back. Started competing in 2020, but doesn't compete regularly. Gets thrown up there. Needs the full paddle tires. Only 100 points for Bjarki, 220 for length and 120 penalty points. Now Árni Ingi Svansson, will he go further? This is insane. He gets through there, but that's penalty points on both the markers for this gate. Another penalty point, another penalty point. That's going to be a lot of penalty points so far. Will he go all the way? No, he decides not to go for it. So 220 points for length, but 100 penalty points as well. Leaves Aron with 120. Now this is Grímur Helgason. Had to reverse there and has taken quite a lot of markers here. Doesn't manage to go all the way. Is that a roll from him? Yes, it is. 230 points for length, 160 penalty points. Leaves Grímur with 70. Next up, Þór Þormar Pálsson. Legendary in the jumps here in Egilsstadir. Look at that! What a ride! But that is a crash! 250 points for length. Hits the rock nasty there. 80 penalty points. That's 170 points, so that's the best score we've seen so far. Þór Þormar not even feeling shaken. Now it's Geir Evert Grímsson. Final time here. Jumps through the gate. That's fantastic. That's 350 points for length, 90 penalty points from Geir Evert. That leaves him with 260. Now Jón Reynir Andrésson. Guns for it. Big jump. Goes through the gate. 300 points for length, so he might not have gotten all wheels through the gate, but 140 penalty points. But when have we seen Jón Reynir jump at this high? Now Pétur Viðarsson next up. Not quite a rookie. He has competed twice before in a Range Rover in the street legal class over 15 years ago. So in many ways a rookie. This is the Cormorant. Misses the gate. So that's only 210 points for length, 60 penalty points, 150 in total. Now Þórður Atli Guðnýjarsson. Spade does not quite go all the way, but that's a roll. 250 points for length, 60 penalty points, so 190 points for Þórður. Oops. That's not great. Now, Andri Már Sveinsson. He's been doing well this year in the Cowboy. Will he go all the way? The front right's not spinning. Needed that. But that's definitely a broken axle, and that sends him into a roll. 250 for length, 40 penalty points. So that's 210 for the Cowboy. Next up, Ingimar Björnsson driving the Smiðjan Bomb. Goes the same way as many before him. How many rolls have there been so far? 240 for length, 40 penalty points, 200 total. Now Finnur Bárðarson. This is a rookie, the fourth driver from the small town of Vík í Mýrdal, just south of the infamous Katla volcano. But Finnur doesn't go far here, only 90 points for him. Now, Bjarnþór Eliasson, this is his rookie season and this is his home event. Olsen jumps up. 210 points for Bjarnþór. And that's one way to get it right. Next up, we have the championship leader, Skúli Kristjánsson. Nicely done here from Skúli. Does he manage to push through? Yes, he does. 350 points for length, only 40 penalty points. So that is a strong lead with 310 points from Skúli after track number 1. Now, Fjölnir Guðmundsson, can he top the leader? No, he cannot. 230 for length, 40 penalty points. Let's take a quick look at the standings. Well, Finnur Albjörnsson and Skúli Kristjánsson tied at the top with Guðlaugur S. Helgason in third, Páll Skjóldal and Ingvar Jóhannesson in fourth and fifth, and Geirivert Grímsson sitting in sixth. Now we move over to track 2 of 6 and to continue with the action. First up, Geirivert Grímsson. This is the Sledgehammer. Tricky track here. He's gonna need to ruin some fauna there. Now they need to go back down, then they do a little side slope and then up the final climb. Steady here through the side slope, not touching any markers, and now he needs to floor it. Geirivert! He gets all the way! That was fantastically driven. 350 for length, 40 penalty points, probably all in the final hit. Now, Ingvar Jóhannesson. This is the Viking. Final push. Tries to go for it, but manages to save it. 250 for length, 40 penalty points, 210 total. Next up, Guðlaugur Sindri Helgason. Like Bjarnþór, his teammate, this is his home event. Touches a marker there. This is Olsen, the other car called Olsen. Now Guðlaugur going for the big push, but does not go all the way. But that does not mean that he cannot make a big roll. 240 for length, 60 penalty points. The final climb seems to be getting harder. Great news for Geirivert, who could take the lead here if nobody else finishes. Now we have Þórður Atli Guðnason. Will he make it? Managed to get the front wheels up top, but the landing not great. 250 and 40 penalty points. Now Guðmundur Eliasson. This is the rodeo only car, I believe, with four-wheel steering this year, and it's working pretty nicely here. Look at this for the side slope, how the tires all facing the same way there for a second. It's gonna get a good run here. Oh, but it doesn't. He doesn't land it well onto the steep bit. And Guðmundur has to back out. 220 for length, 60 penalty points. So that's 160. Now, Finnur Albjörnsson, he was leading with Skúli before this track. Big jump. Landing, well, not managing to get any tires up onto the top, but that's 250 points and only 20 penalty points, so a strong points haul, especially looking at this top bit being too hard. This is Atli Emil Ásgeirsson driving the Raptor. 230 for length, 40 penalty points, but good to see Atli Emil back in his new car. The Raptor, seriously cool machine. Now Skúli Kristjánsson, he was leading with Finnur. Seems to be very cautious here, just gonna do it slow. Will he go for the final gate? There was a touch of the marker, I'm not sure if it's a penalty though. Skule going for it here. No, decides not to. Just goes as high as he can, and he gets 220 points for that, which, if I remember correctly, should be equaling Finner. Yep, there it is. Geir Grimsson takes the lead with 570 points. Skule Kristjánsson got, 20 points more than Finnur. Ingvar Jóhannesson now sitting in third and Finnur in fourth. And the third track is a time attack. It was a pretty basic one. Geir Grimsson set the fastest time, adds to his lead, but the top 5 all kept their places in the standings. Fantastic run from Geir Evert, leading at the lunch break. And now for the afternoon. This is the fourth track, and Daniel Gunnar Ingimundarson going for the first climb. And that's going to be a roll. That's got to be a roll. It's a big roll. The Green Thunder not going far in the fourth track. This one seems like it might get a bit tough. Now Þórður Atli Guðnason, does he get up top? Yes, he does. And then for the second part of the course. Oh, gets thrown up there. And that is not a good hit. Spade might have taken some damage there. Þórður seems to be okay. Next up, Grímur Helgason. That's an immediate roll. Grímur adding a lot of rolls to his tally in this, first season, full season Formula Offroad. Only 90 points for him. Now, Skule Kristjánsson fighting for the lead with Geir Evert. He goes up the first climb. Second one, Skule managed to get out of it. Seems to be pretty cautious here in Egilsstadir. So that's 240 points for length and some penalties on top of that. Now Þormar Pálsson here at the second climb. Will he go all the way? Yes, he does. 350 for length, 80 penalty points. So that's 270 total. Now the leader, Geir Evert Grímsson, doesn't. Well, he gets 300 for length because the rear wheels did go through the final gate, but that's a massive roll. 350 is only awarded if you can drive one car length away from the gate, and that is not what Geir Evert did here. But he drives away after that massive roll. Now this is Ingvar Jóhannesson, the Viking. And that is Ingvar taking the lead in Egilsstadir. 350 for length, 60 penalty points, that's 290 total. Next up, Finnur Albjörnsson, this is the Fox. 350 for length as well, 100 penalty points. The final climb might be getting a little bit easier here. Now Guðni Sindri Olsen goes all the way, 350 for length, 100 penalty points. Pretty spectacular, the top part of this course. Let's look at the standings after 4 tracks. Ingvar Jóhannesson leads Geir Evert Grímsson, Skule Kristjánsson in third, and Finnur Albjörnsson in fourth, Guðlaugur Helgason in fifth, and Þormar Pálsson sixth. Now, Sævar Benónýsson. This is Móri. We haven't seen much from him so far. Track. Rough here. It's a short track, but there's a final climb now up here to the left. Doesn't go through it, Saevar, and that is going to be a big roll. 250 for length, 100 penalty points, leaves Modi with 150. Next up, Ingimar Björnsson. This is the Smiðjan Bomb. His first pit. Could catch somebody out. Through the gate here, that's a penalty point there on the left. 20. It's gonna be more. And now for the final gate. Won't go all the way, and another roll here. 250 for length, 80 penalty points, leaves Ingimar with 170. But so many rolls here in Egilsstadir. Now Atli Jamil. Making the raptor work here. So far and going for the final game. Will he be the first one to make it up? Yes, he will. Managed to grab a couple of wheels there through the gate and is now up to 6th. Now Skúli Kristjánsson, we've been talking about how cautious the Simba driver has been so far. Will he go for it? Yes, he does. But doesn't make it, and that is a big roll. Ooh, and a hefty hit there on the rear axle. That's Skúli dropping out of a podium. Next up, Þormar Pálsson. Goes all the way, rolls into the gate, but he doesn't go through it. That's only going to be 240 points for length, 60 penalty points for Þormar. Now Gerrit Grímsson, he was sitting, what was it, 31 points behind Ingvar for the lead. The sledgehammer go all the way. Goes up. But it doesn't go through, so that's only going to be 300 points. Not the full 350 for length, and 80 penalty points for the sledgehammer. Now Ingvar Jóhannesson driving the Viking. Will he go all the way? No, he doesn't. 250 for length, 40 penalty points. That's going to be 210. So the gap now is down to 21 points from, to Geir Evert. Now Finnur Albjörnsson, he could take the lead here. Goes all the way, nicely done. That's up to 2nd place, only 12 points behind Ingvar, 350 for length, 60 penalty points. Fantastic run. Next up, Guðlaugur Sindri. This is Olsen. Doesn't go all the way. Is that another roll? No, managed to save it. 250 for length, 20 penalty points, 230 total. Next up, Þórður Atli Guðnýjarson. He's seen a couple others go all the way. And this seemed like the easiest back in the world for Þórður. 350 for length, 20 penalty points. And the standings are as follows. Ingvar Jóhannesson with a slim lead over Finnur Albjörnsson for the final track. Gerrit Grímsson also in contention. Skúli Kristjánsson lurking, but probably too far away. Now the 6th and the final track of the day. Atli Jamil. This is the Raptor. The first part, and for the 2nd climb. Rolls it there up top, and that's gonna be, wow, big and hefty landing there, but it was so smooth. but that's not far enough for Atli Jamil. Now Skúli Kristjánsson, can he get himself back into contention? He goes all the way, 350 for length, 50 penalty points. Now Geir Evert Grimsson is trying to take a different route there, and that means a red flag. That is Geir Evert Grimsson falling down to 6th place. He went out of bounds. I was waiting to see the flag, but I'm expecting it. That means that Geir Evert Grimsson is out of contention for a win here. Now Daniel Ingimundarson up the first bank. Down again for the second one. And that's a roll, 230 for length, 20 penalty points. The Green Thunder only totaling, well, 655 points here in Egilsstadir. They won. And that is proper damage for you. Now Þórður Atli, 350 he needs. Can he get it? Easy does it here on the first hill. And now for the second one, pushes for it. Fantastic driving from Þórður Atli. That basically in the last 3 courses, that should be moving him up to 4th, I believe. Now Ingvar Jóhannesson driving the Viking. Can he put all the pressure on Finnur and Skúli? Does not go all the way. It kind of sounded like the engine cut out there. Not sure if that was because of the driver or some issue, but that's not going to be a lot of points. Now Finnur Albjörnsson, he only needs 250 points to win here. That's just the front wheels through the final gate without penalties. If he touches a marker, he will need the rear wheels to go through as well to give him the 300. There are no penalty points so far. Now Finnur Albjörnsson, this is for the win. 40 penalty points there, he's going to need to go all the way. Not only does he need, he does! Finnur Albjörnsson is the winner. This is his 2nd win of the career. The first one came in Akureyri last year. Now, here we see it. Finnur Albjörnsson wins, Ingvar Jóhannesson 2nd, and Skúli Kristjánsson in 3rd, with Þórður Atli 4th. Now, next week, we'll be back with all the action from round 4. That is day 2 in Egilsstadir, round 4 of the championship. Thanks for watching.